Hey everyone, so I've got a lovely card to share with you today, but firstly, I just need to say, Mum, if you're watching, please turn it off. Okay, don't watch this video because it's your Mother's Day card. Okay, right, hopefully she's gone. This is what I'm going to make today. It's this gorgeous double column or pillar column. It was made by Jamie Rogers and I saw it on Pinterest and I just thought it was wonderful. So you can see better there how it looks. Now, I made this one during a Facebook Live, but I'm going to recreate another one today. It's just going to be a birthday card. But I just thought it was a beautiful kind of platform, nice big size card. When this one folds down flat, it will be 8x8 size. But I am going to do kind of like a little series on this. So I'm going to do a 6x6 version. And I want to try adding more columns. And I'm also going to do a 5x7 as well. So you will have those sizes coming. But this is the one that I made. You don't need any dies to make this one. It's going to work for many occasions. I think a lovely wedding card as well. So let's get started. Okay, so the supplies I'm using are the bookshop sentiments. I love these. I brought these quite a while ago now, but they just give you the meanings of different words. So you can see here, I've got the meaning of love. This one's going to be a birthday card. So I've used celebrate. One down here, to observe the day or commemorate an event with ceremonies or festivities. You've got time, forever, thankful, sympathy, happy, love and beautiful. I'm using it with my Papercraft Society kit. These are where all the ephemeras come from. I think this is probably the last card now, using what's left. I kept all the purple ones together. You can see I've got the pinky ones there, and then on about 3 other cards that I've shared already on the channel, you can see how those have been used. And then this is from the ephemera from the Papercraft Society. It was the Katie Skilton kit. So that's just where I've got my supplies from, but as I always say, you use what you have. Okay, so I've already made one of the columns there, or pillars. So you'll need to cut yourself 2 pieces of 6.5 by 8, and along that 6.5 side you're going to score at 1.5, 3, 4.5 and 6. And then to make the top kind of panels here, let's call it the case, you'll want 4 pieces. You need 2 for the top, 2 for the bottom. So 4 pieces of 8.5 by 1.5. Now the 1.5 you could change if you want. If you want to have these thicker, you could have them 2 inches, 2.5. You might want to have something attached to the front of them and it's suspended from, you know, in front of this piece. So, you know, have a little play around. But I've done mine at 8.5 by 1.5. Along that 8.5 side, you're going to score it 3 and 8 and do that 4 times. I've also cut these pieces here. So I've done 6 pieces. I haven't done the very back. If you want to, then you'll need 8 pieces. And those are 1.25 by 7.75. And I've embossed them all using my linen print Made to Surprise embossing folder. So that is all the scoring. Fold and burnish all of those lines. Okay, so first of all, we will pop the pillars together. So just fold over your 1/2 inch tab. I'm just going to run my glue all the way down that 1/2 inch and then just fold those 2 over. Give that a good burnish. Okay. And then you can stick those pieces on the 3 sides, 1 at the front and then those 2 on the side, or on all 4 if you've cut more. And then to stick these ones together, you want to add your glue on that little tab and then take the next one. So you've got your short piece, long piece. You want the short piece or the short end. You're going to stick that over the top and then just lay it all down so it all runs nice and parallel. Again, add your glue and then lay that one down. It should all line up. So there's that one, and then this is the one that I did before. So I've already, with my gold embossing powder, stamped the celebrate there, and then I've stuck that piece with some foam behind it just so it's a little bit dimensional. For the top one here, put foam on the back, and I've just stamped the birthday wishes just for you. I hope your day is beautiful too. It's one of my old ones here, Floral Verses, and it's this one down here for anybody that might have it. So you'll want to cut yourself 2 pieces of 1.25 by 4.75 for the top and the bottom. So that's 2 pieces, and then 4 pieces of 1.25 by 2.75, and they're going to go on the sides. So I'm going to stick those down, and then we can put it all together and decorate. Right, so I've got all my pieces. So I'm going to have, yeah, I think I'm going to have the birthday wishes at the top, or no, yeah, I think I'm going to have it at the top. So you want to take one of your pillars. Now, if you want to, you could stick this right back in that corner there and have more of an opening there. You could have this one at the front in that corner. So you could have a different look. You could have them both at the back, both at the front, but I'm going to stick mine in the middle and I'm going to have it flush with the top. You could also have it so that you've got a bigger piece just right in the middle, like so. There's a lot of ways to change this up, which is why I think a nice little kind of little mini series would be good. So I'm going to add my quick grab glue to about 1 inch on the side here. This is embossed, so I'm going to add a bit more glue just so I can make sure it all sticks really nicely. Okay, so that's my front, 2 sides and the back, which is plain. So now we're going to sit this in the middle so it's flush with the top. And you want to come in, so you've got 3/4 of an inch from each side. And now if you lay it flat, then you'll be able to, one, make sure it's all nice and straight. You really want to make sure you've got a nice right angle. So just find a track, lay it down and make sure that this one runs nice and straight with the line that way. Okay, that way you know it's going to be nice and square and it will fit in your envelope. Okay, so that one's already secure. So I'm going to stick the bottom one down and do the 2 on this side first, and then I'll do the other side. So again, covering about 1 inch and just sit that down again. So it's nice and flush with the bottom. And again, just check, it's about 3/4 of an inch in. I'm going to carefully fold that down the same, just so I can keep an eye on all my lines being nice and straight. Bring that one down a bit. There we go. So make sure that's all secure. Okay, so once you're happy that's all secure, carefully bring it over and you can work on this side. So with this one, so as long as I've got my plain one at the back, so I'm now going to add my glue to this side here, because it's going to stick on this side. So I'm going to do this at the same time, both pieces. So cover all of that part. Actually, I think it'd be easier to bring that up. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that one through and that one through. Get that one in the middle first. And kind of just grab that one. Again, just check. Looks pretty good to me. Just lay it all down flat. And then you can just focus on all the lines again. I think that middle one, yes, I'm a little bit off there, so I'm just going to push that across just a little bit. There we go, that's better. So I've got a nice straight line there. These are all straight, and that one there as well. And now you've got that cool looking card. How interesting. Really, really fun. Oh, look what I've done. It's upside down. How many of you in the video have been going, Sam, quick fix. I'm going to keep doing this live, or, you know, as it's happening. Flip that around. Fortunately, we can very easily cover this up, and that side hadn't really stuck. So there's always a way to fix things, and I quite often make mistakes, especially when I'm doing my live Facebook. You would never know. And it happens to the best of us. So again, just check. I'll put that back in the right place. I think we are now ready to decorate. So it's going to move a bit like that. Obviously I'm trying to show you this way up, but I would decorate it when it's like this in front of you. So I've got all these pieces here, so it's going to be a little bit different, but you can see I stuck all these pieces here. So I just printed a picture of me and my mum. I've added a few little extra bits. They were in this set as well, in the stamp set. There's also the film strip there. I think there is still a discount on this. It's 30% off. I'll put the link in the description box, and I would have said it probably earlier on in the video as well. So check it out if it's something you'd like, because the ephemera alone is beautiful. And then I've stuck these behind this piece just to add a bit of depth. So we've got the butterfly on the very front, then we've got the flowers just behind here, and then we've got more design on there. So you've really got that kind of almost like a bit of a diorama kind of style. So I'm going to do similar, and I'm going to have the heart attached to both. And once you start sticking something on this one and that one, it will really stabilize that middle part and it won't all kind of drop down. So that's going to go in the middle. I'm going to have the happy birthday lifted a little bit on foam, and then I'm just going to start mixing in the flowers. I've got a butterfly to have on the front here, and I've got another one that I'm going to have kind of floating there, and I'm just going to stick, you know, some of these underneath, some of them under the heart, and just build it up in a very similar way to this one. And there is the finished card. Isn't it stunning? Get the light hitting it. There we go. How gorgeous. Like I said, real statement pieces. I think they're going to be lovely to build different scenes as well. I can see some nice little Christmas scenes with this style. I'll just bring back in this one. There we go. How cool. I just think they are wonderful. Just some simple folds, and you've got two pretty special cards there. Imagine them with a big birthday number or big wedding anniversary number or something as well. I think they'd look great. So as always, all of the products that I've used will be linked in the description box below the video. I will create a playlist with all these kind of styles and like pillar cards in general, because they're a lovely style to make and really easy as well. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today. Make sure you subscribed as well if you're not, because it does really help out the channel, and drop me a comment as well because I do enjoy reading them. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.